So today we are making a video on Nitrux Linux. So here is the boot menu. Let me quickly boot it in a live boot. I'm running it on a virtual machine with 60 GB of hard disk, 8 GB of RAM, and my CPU is i5 1240p. So the booting process will take like 2 or 3 minutes to load up the desktop layout. So I'm going to wait and I'm going to show all the features and all the new things. So this is the latest ISO file. So let it load and I'm going to be giving all the information there. So here is our Nitrux desktop. So let me first open the system monitor and I'm going to change the display settings later. So let's first open the system monitor and check how much of resources it's consuming without opening any of the applications. So it's consuming 1.5 GB of RAM, and I already mentioned that I'm using 8 GB of RAM for the virtual machine. So here is the CPU, which is around 20-25% maybe. It's going up to 50%, but it's getting back to 5%, so it's pretty not stable. So operating system, it says Nitrux 3.6.0. so this is the latest version and it's IE. So kernel version you get is a 6.9.12-1 Liquorix, and the frameworks version you get is a 5.115.0, and the KDE Plasma version you get is a 5.27.11, and the Windows system is a Vulkan. So uptime is almost 3 minutes, so it took almost 2 minutes to the booting process, and some settings and all the things, it took almost 30 seconds. So I'm going to change the display settings. So here is the history, and these are all the process which will run as soon as you boot up. So these are all the process running right now. So let me first change the display settings and get to the official website. So let's change the display settings, configure display settings. Let's change the resolution to 1920x1080 with 16:9 ratio, and let me apply, keep it. Let's go to the system information. We already got some information in the system monitor, so here is complete information. I'm going to close the system monitor, not the system monitor, the settings, and I'm going to keep the system monitor in the right side corner so you can see all the changes throughout the video like this. And let me open the Firefox web browser and get all the information. So the changes from the 3.6 version will be in their official website. So here is the Firefox web browser. Let's check the version. Let's check version first. So you get the 128.0.3, which is the latest version of the Firefox. Let me close it and let me type in about support and hit enter. Browser information right here. I'm going to scroll it down and you should be seeing all the information. You can change the playback speed to 0.25 to see everything in a slow-mo, or else you can just pause the video and read everything. So these are all the some important information. For example, the window protocol you get is a Vulkan, the desktop environment KDE. So here are some of the information. Just I'm going to scroll it like this. So let's get to the official website. Let me type in Nitrux and hit enter. So I'm using a VPN, so that's the reason we are seeing some random language. I don't know which server I selected. So I'm going to open the first link, which is the official website. So this is the official website, which is nxos.org. So you need to scroll it down, and here you should be seeing the Nitrux 3.6.0, which is this version which I already making a video. So let's check the system requirements, because some people needs to know the system requirements of the Nitrux Linux or that specific Linux distro. So here is the minimum requirements. You need this much of a minimum requirements, and the recommended requirements is this much. So it says 8 GB RAM or better. I'm already using the 8 GB of RAM. So it's a 2 GHz EFI, UEFI support, motherboard, and a 2 GB of VRAM. I have like a 4 GB of RAM. So we are good with the system requirements. I'm going to close the tab. So here is the ISO file to download. Before that, let me scroll it down, or we can click it on the release announcement, or else you can go to the blog and get the information of the Nitrux 3.6.0 IE. So I'm going to show that. So when you click on the 3, which is a hamburger icon, you can go with the blog. You can go with the news, I guess. So I'm going to show you the latest version information. So there is nothing in the news, so it should be in the blog. So let me go up and show you again. Select language. You get the English and Espanol. I'm going with English. United States. So you should be seeing the information here. Again, the release announcement. So instead you can go with the release announcement and you should be seeing all the information. So it was released on the 31st July 2024. So here is the Nitrux 3.6.0 IE. So here is some of the information. If you want, you can read it here. So when you click on what's new, it will directly jump to the what's new. So you get the Linux kernel already mentioned, and the Firefox version 1.128.0.3, which I already showed you. So NVIDIA version will be 560.28.03. MESA 3D graphics library to the version 24.1.3. I'm going to show all the information. So Nitrux Update Tool system to version 2.1.5. So these are all the main changes, and here are some of the other changes, like app armor to version 4.0.1 and some fixes and all those things. And here is the some of the changes also. So in order to download, you can just directly click on the ISO file. You can go with the torrent, you can go with the source force and OSDN, whatever you want, you can click on that, and the downloads of the ISO file will be started in a few minutes. Not a minutes, in a few seconds. So here is the ISO file 23 hours ago. The ISO file is 3.0 GB. So when you click on it, it's going to be starting the download. So CPU, for some reason, as you can see, it's going up to 100%. RAM is almost 2.3 GB. So here is our ISO file. So we got all the information from the browser. Let me close the browser. So let me open the terminal or the console to get some other information. Let's make it bigger so you can properly see. So here is some options to customize. So you already know these things. So I'm going to type in some commands like a neofetch. I type neofetch, command not found. Let me type in inxi. Hit enter. So here is the CPU, kernel, storage, process, shell version and other information. Let me type in inxi-b. Hit enter. So system host as a live, kernel, the distro information, the desktop environment with a version. Here is the machine, which is a virtual machine, which is a VMware. Here is some CPU, graphics, network drives. So here is some basic information. I'm going to give clear information by typing some other commands. So let me type in inxi -F. It's going to give some other information like audio and other information. Just pause the video and read everything. inxi -G. I'm not going to read everything because it's going to make a video lengthy. There will be all the important information like a graphics, Bluetooth and all the information. Just pause the video and you should be getting all the information right in front of you. So let me type in cat /etc/issue. So here is some information. So let me type in inxi-sv8. So you should be getting all the information right in front of you. So let me show that all the information. So here is the information, like here is my command and here is the information of the system. So you should be getting all the information right in front of you. See the desktop information based on a Debian Trexie SID. So distro, here is the machine information, which is a VMware. Let me scroll it down. So here is the memory. Let me scroll it down again. So here is some CPU, flags, topology and all the information. Let's scroll it down again. Here is the vulnerabilities. Let me scroll it. Here is the graphics, display, monitor. All the information is right in front of you. And the audio information is here. So the network, which is like a Bluetooth, and all the information right here. Let me scroll it down so you can see properly. So partitions, USB, here is the repos and other information. So let me type in htop. So here is our htop. So we pretty much covered everything from the terminal or the console. So what else we left here? Let me show you the activities. You can add the desktops. So in the desktop features, you get the same date and time, nothing changed here. And the status and notification. Here is the internet connection. Here is the disk and drives. So let's check the desktop wallpapers. So I don't think there is any change in the wallpapers. You get the basic wallpaper from even in the previous versions also. I think this is a bit different. I don't know. They added the Chili's wallpaper, I guess. So if you are using the older version, do let me know in the comment section. You can easily find out what's the changes. But I can't, because I will be making 2 videos daily without missing any day. So it will be pretty much very hard to point out in which comparing the previous version, because I made almost like a 3000 videos. It's pretty much very hard to point out. So if you are already using the older version, you should be seeing all the changes right away. So these are all the wallpapers you get. I'm going to go with this one. This looks pretty simple and nice. I'm going to choose this one. Again, you can add the panel, add the widgets if you want. So you can add the widgets because it's a KDE Plasma desktop environment. You can enter the edit mode and customize according to your wish. You can change all those things according to your if you want to change anything, you can add the widgets, you can add the spacer and all those things. I'm going to close it, and I'm also closing this thing. So you can choose also the global theme and add widgets and all those things. Let me close it also. It's almost 100% of a CPU and around 2.2 GB of RAM. You need a good NPC for running this Linux distro smoothly. So I don't know how it performs on the bare metal, but in the live boot it's a bit of lag here and there with the minor hiccups here and there. But other than that, everything is going good. There is no crashes or anything, but there is a bit of lag and delay. So here you can customize if you want. So if you already installed it in the main PC or work PC, you can try it if you want. So it's clearly up to you to judge whether to use it or not. So here is the appearance. So here are the themes. Let's get back. Here is the workspace behavior. You can customize according to your wish. The screen, virtual desktop, activities, recent files. Let's get back. Here is the window management. taskbar, Kevin scripts, window rules. Here is the shortcuts, startup and shutdown. You can change the login screen if you want, auto start, background services, desktop sessions. Here is the search. Here is the Plasma search. The notifications you can customize according to your wish. So here is the users, you can create account and customize. Regional settings, spell check, date and time, input method, accessibility, modifier keys, keyboard filters, mouse navigation, screen reader. And here are the applications. Locations, you can change the default applications, Flatpak permission settings, legacy X11 app support. So these were also available in the previous version, so I don't think there is nothing here. KDE wallet. Here are the online accounts. Here is the user feedback, the connections, IP version 4, IP version 6. Here is the settings, connection preferences, SSL preference, cookies, window shares. So the firewall, so it's clearly up to you how to customize. So the password should be LIVE, I guess, or maybe the Nitrux. So the password should be Nitrux. Let me try it. The password is the Nitrux. And here is the input devices. So mouse, game controller, drawing tablet, graphics tablet, the touchpad, touch screens, virtual keyboard. So there is nothing changed here. Display and monitor, which can be easily customized according to your wish and according to your monitor. Here is the audio. So same thing again, you can customize. So here is the power management or the power settings. Customize according to your wish. The Bluetooth. So I don't have a Bluetooth. Here is our KDE Connect. Printers, if you had a printers, you can add the printers. Removable storage, I don't have any removable storage, I'm going to keep it like that. Thunderbolt, and that's it. So what else we have here? So let's check the pre-installed applications. In the development you get both the applications. Under the graphics you get two. Internet browser, which is a Firefox, which is already available in every Linux distro. So media, you get a clip and VWave. Under the office you get the shelf. Under settings, quantum manager, the NVIDIA X server settings, system settings, and the tablet. Index, partition, NX software center. Let me open that. And here is our Droid. And let's check the utilities. You get some gaming things here, which was already available in the previous version too. So here is our text editor. And under the system, what else we have here? Let me open the partition manager. Let me see on the settings, NVIDIA X server settings. And under development, let's open Bonsai. Also Strike. On the media, here is the VWave. Let me open that. And also the clip video player. So I'm trying to test whether there is any crashes or any not responding pop-ups or anything like that. I'm trying to find some bugs. So till now I didn't face any bugs. Everything is opening instantly. I can switch the applications instantly, as you can see. There is no not even a single lag. That's a good bug. The animation is also pleasing. So everything is working properly. the password is Nitrux. Let me try the Nitrux again. So this is a live boot, so the password is a Nitrux. So we have our software center here. Let me even open that. Here is our file manager. The activities. Here is our activities. Let's go to the desktop again. So after opening this much of applications, so the RAM went almost 2.8 GB. CPU is, for some reason, it's going up to 100%. So let me make the system monitor bigger. So here is the history, the process. So these are all the process running right now after opening all the applications, some settings and a text editor and all those things. So you can add a new page if you want. I'm going to not do that. I'm going to keep the overview. Let's change the system monitor. So everything is working fine. I didn't face any issues or bugs, anything like that. So everything is working fine in my PC, but I don't know how it performs. But the only issue is the CPU is consuming a lot of resources here. So it's going up to 2% and it's going up to 100%. So it's clearly not stable. I don't know how it performs when you install it on the bare metal. So if you already have the previous version and it's stable, it's better to wait for a few days, and if you want, you can go with it. So it's clearly up to you to whether to use it or not. I'm going to choose I'm going to check all the information of the applications. So I get the Pix 3.1.0 version. So here is our file manager. Let's check the version. So here is our version. So again, file manager, you can customize all the you can view the files, you can customize, you can change the viewing positions and all those things. So that's a waste of time to show, so that's the reason I closed the file manager. So here is the bonsai version. Let me scroll it down. So let me close this also. Strike. Let's check the version. So you get almost 3.10. Let me close that also. So here is our NVIDIA settings. If you want, you can customize. Let me quit it. So here is our partition, which is a KDE partition manager. Let me even close this. Let's check the version. About. Here is our clip version. We have our view. Let me check the version also. So I'm showing all the version because some viewers want to check or want to know the latest version. So that's the reason I'm showing the version you get in the 3.6 Nitrux. So I want to cover almost everything, so that's the reason I'm showing most of the things. So here is our software center. Let me even check all the other applications opened. We have the bed ride. If you want, you can download G apps and vanilla. So I'm going to close this one. So that's the animation you get in the Nitrux. So the animation is a bit of, as you can see, there is a bit delay and some hiccups here and there. So it's not a smooth transition, but it's good. So here you can add the applications, you can download. You already know how to do all those things, so it's a waste of time too. So here is the categories, programming, system and tools, audio, internet, video, office, graphics, education and games. I'm going to go with this one. So you can download the applications right here by opening some applications here. You can download here, you can get some information if you want. So I'm going to close the software center, and there was a bit of delay and lag. So it's a 2.1 GB. So let's check the installation. So that's the only thing left right now. Double click it. So here we have the installation version 3.6.0. So first choose your language. I was using the Thailand version or the Thailand server, so that's the reason it's showing like that. So let me change it to American English. After choosing the language, click on next. Choose your region. I'm choosing the random region here. So let me check Los Angeles. Let me click on it. Time zone. Next. Here is our keyboard. I'm going to keep it like that. So user account creation. Let me type in some random things. Unboxing. Choose a username for your account. I'm going to keep it like that. And choose a host name for this computer. Same thing. Choose a password for your account. I'm choosing the simple password for the sake of the video, which is 125. Enable automatic login. Enable password strength validation. So after choosing everything, click on next. Here you need to choose your hard disk or the installation destination. If you want to go with the erase disk, do that. So it's going to delete everything which is available in that installation destination, and it's going to install that Nitrux Linux on that specific drive. So manual partitioning is an option. You need to create a partition before choosing this option, and you should be seeing 2 operating systems after installing. So one is the current operating system and the other one will be Nitrux in the boot menu. So if you don't know how to install the Linux distro on the virtual disk or a hard disk, you need to watch tutorials in the YouTube. So I already made videos on in my channel, but I made like a 3000 videos. It's pretty much very hard me to point out in which distro I installed the Linux distro on the virtual disk or a bare metal or in a hard disk. And also my videos will be a bit lengthy, like almost covering everything will be take almost like a 25-30 minutes of a video. So it will be a bit boring to just watch the installation. You need to watch complete videos. So that's the reason I'm mentioning. So watch like a installation tutorials in the YouTube. There are short videos like a 2 or 3 minutes. So you just watch like a 2-3 videos and you should be good with the installation. So if you want, you can encrypt your system. You need to provide the password, which should be same in both the boxes. So here is the current state of the drive, and after it will be like this. And also the bootloader location, you should be getting 3 options here, which is a master boot record for the specific drive, and the system partition, and the do not install a bootloader. So if you already a Linux user, you know what to do here. So I'm going to click on next. So you should be seeing the summary of whatever you choose in the previous installation steps, and if everything is good, you need to click on install. So if anything is wrong, you just need to go back and fix all those things, whether the username or the drive or any else. So the installation will take like a 15 to 20 minutes, depends on the PC and depends on the ISO file. So if the ISO file is a stable ISO file, it should be very quick without any installation failing or anything like a pop-ups installation failed like that. So you shouldn't be getting any of those things. But if it's a beta version or a development version, in some rare cases the installation may fail and you should be getting like a not responding or installation failed pop-ups. So if you have like a good end PC, it should be very quick in the installation. If you have like a low end PC, it will be taking a bit time. So there is already a system requirements in the website, so you need to have that much of system requirements to run most of the Linux distro. So I already showed the system requirements also in the beginning. So I'm going to close the installation because I need to make another video. So I pretty much showed everything. So there is nothing left in the Nitrux version. So at the end of the video, these are all the resources running. Here are the applications or the process. Here is the history. Here are all the process at the end of the video. So it's almost like a 2.1 GB of RAM, and CPU is still not stable. So I'm going to log out and show you the logout screen and end the video because we pretty much covered everything. So if I forgot anything, do let me know in the comment section. So here is the logout screen and the password is also the Nitrux. And thanks for watching. Peace out.